What's up, homesteading fans? We are back with another video and get ready to get going on part 2 of our organic garden and lean-to build. For anyone who might be new to the channel and doesn't know what's going on so far, we're doing a lean-to off of our pantry / half garage right here. It's going to come down right to these posts. There'll be another post right here. And then we got this whole big area behind us is going to be an organic garden. In the previous video, we last left off by getting our ledger board installed. We got our garden staked out and marked, and we got our 2 corner posts up for our lean-to. Today, we're gonna try to get our 3rd post in, maybe, if I'm feeling strong. We've got to secure some boards to the side right over here so we can have nailers for our post. And what else are we gonna do? If we have time, we're gonna try to get the top plates going across our new post. So we're getting some wall framing put up. And this is gonna serve as a nailer to get our boards going across. That'll serve as kind of like a header. I switched to using Tapcons. They're 5/16 inch Tapcons rather than the hip pins I was using. I feel they just bite a little bit better. I kind of forgot about them and had a brain fart when I first started putting that ledger board up.
I don't want to take my hand off the ladder.
Use your left hand, switch hands. Better? Keep the drill straight. Go ahead.
This?
Yeah. See, take it off. Yeah, I think that's good, bud. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Come on down. All right, so me and little man just finished putting up our second vertical 2x4. We got that side up, leveled it. All right, so we got our second header up. Looks like we're level. That's 2. All right, so it's starting to get dark. My lofty goals of getting the 3rd post in didn't happen. You know, we got kind of a late start. We had a bunch of family stuff to do, errands to run. Had work this morning, and one thing leads to another, you know how it is. We did get these 2 headers up and the 2 nailers on both sides. To the eye, this second header back here looks incredibly out of level, but I've got the level on it and it's dead on. Level's dead on this one, so it's just one of those optical illusions. Those things drive me crazy, but you gotta trust the level. And I'll catch you guys in a minute. All right, so we've got our center post in. Now we're just marking the top of it so that it's even with the rest of them. We'll get that cut off and start installing our top plates. All right, guys, we got our top 4x4 attached on both sides. There's 2 pieces there. I think what we're gonna do next is we need to fabricate some 45s, some brackets that go this way. So this gives the whole thing some support and rigidity. The circular saw blade I have is starting to get a little bit chewed up. I did the whole coop with it and another coop prior. And then I did most of this with it, and it's just the pressure treated wood's eating it up real bad. It's definitely pretty stout. I know a lot of people put those 45-degree supports on there as more of an architectural detail or aesthetic feature, but it really will do a lot to tighten things up. Anyway, now that I've got these top pieces attached and my top beam on, I can go ahead and take these supports off. They were just kind of holding those posts in place for the meantime. We'll go ahead and collect the rest of our scrap braces here because we can reuse these as strapping for our tin roof. We'll get these back under cover, because we're expecting some more rain in the forecast. All right, guys, so it's time to get back on this build. We used to have a miter saw that broke, so I kind of left it behind when we moved. It's served me well for a long time, but time to get a new one. Well, guys, here we are. This is the DeWalt 716 with XPS. The 716 is their series of 12-inch double bevel miter saws. Double bevel meaning the head can articulate in either side 45 degrees. I wanted to go with the 12-inch because it gives a lot of cut capacity, meaning you can, 4x4s are no problem, and 6x6s I believe you can cut on there. And we're also going to be doing a flooring job in our house sometime in the near future. So being able to cut, I think we want to use those wide planks. So being able to cut, like an 8-inch wide plank without having a sliding miter saw was kind of a big deal to us. So 716 for the win. I'm gonna go ahead and get this in a box so we can get to work. So I've got it set up here on a little portable bench. I'd really like to have an actual miter saw stand that has the braces that come out with rollers so that you can put long pieces of material on here without them sagging or falling off. Kind of dangerous like this. What I think I might do is maybe set up some sawhorses on the side of it or something just to keep some stability on the pieces that I'm cutting. Okay guys, so the new saw cuts like butter. What we're doing here is we're going to measure up 24 inches on these 4x4 pieces. We're going to cut our corner braces for our support post. All right, let's go get it mounted up. I like to kind of hold them up here and try fit them in place first, just to make sure we got a good fit, which we do. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and start some screws in on an angle like this, just that when I'm holding up there, I'm not fumbling around with one hand trying to start a screw. All right guys, if you notice, I'm putting my screws off to the side a little bit. That's because I plan on bolting these with lag bolts in the center. This is just to hold it in the meantime. What I'm going to do is chamfer out a hole right here and then lag bolt it right through the center to give it some extra strength. So again, these are just temporary. Not temporary, they'll stay in there, but it's just to hold it for right now. A little tip guys, and if you guys know this stuff, I'm sorry for the remedial carpentry, but all those little pieces of sawdust and wood chips that accumulate in here, you want to try to blow that off in between cuts, because even just a tiny little piece can throw your angle off. You know, if it's a 1/16 of an inch piece, they'll throw your angle off by 1/8 of an inch by the time you get that down to the blade. So just keep your fence clean and keep the deck of the saw clean. Well, it's starting to look like something now, at least. All right, guys, so we've got all of our 45-degree knee brackets cut. I think that's what they're called. Or knee braces, actually, excuse me. I call them corner braces, but they're actually called knee braces from what I understand. All right, guys, so we got one rafter up. It's getting kind of late, so I'm going to call it quits. But I wanted to get one up because this long span right here, this middle part bowed out a tiny bit. So I just had my son lean on it, and I just attached that rafter to it to hold it in place. So I just kind of wanted to get that done, and then on the next video, I guess we'll start working on some rafters. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you get a second, please like, comment, and subscribe. We could really use the help over here. Make sure you come back for the next one. We're going to get going on our rafters and start getting this garden and lean-to whipped into shape. All right, guys, thanks and be well.